This is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to reduce the input lag on your Xbox One gaming console. Coming up next in this Xbox tutorial. So what is input lag? Input lag is the time it takes to get a signal from your controller, the movements you are making, to what's being displayed on your television or monitor. Sometimes this can be a little bit longer or even shorter, depending on your settings, specifically on your TV. Now, a lot of TVs nowadays, they're really nice TVs. They're thousands of dollars, 4K HDR TVs, but the problem is they're coming with a lot of extra imaging enhancing features that slow down the signal from your controller over to this display. And that's going to add a lot of input lag, and we're talking about hundreds of milliseconds compared to my gaming monitor, which is 1 millisecond. And the naked eye will start to detect input lag around 45 milliseconds. And a lot of times, people may think this is actually because of their poor internet and there's some kind of connection issue causing this. So we want to reduce that input lag so we're not frames behind people when we're making movements on our controller and we're trying to play a competitive first-person shooter. So let's jump over to my Samsung TV and look at some specific TV options that will help you out and reduce your input lag from the hundreds of milliseconds to a more reasonable amount. So I'm on my Samsung TV, and one of the great options on my TV is I have game mode, and this will reduce the input lag on my TV. So how do we get to that? Your TV may have this option. Go ahead and press the menu button on your remote and pop up your menu. And this will pop up. And then go down to System, or even it might be under the picture setting. Go to System under your Samsung TV, and then scroll down to the right to General. Go ahead and select General, and game mode will be a feature listed on here. And I currently have game mode off, but go ahead and select game mode on your TV, and a lot of TVs do have this game mode on them. Like Vizios, I know for sure, Sony TVs have this, as well as Samsung TV. So a lot of popular TV companies do have this mode, so go ahead and look at it. This will 100% reduce your input lag to a manageable level. And playing without game mode on, you'll notice that there is something wrong with your movement. There is a delay to it. And this will help you stay competitive in your first-person shooter. So game mode is off. So let's go ahead and turn on game mode. Now, what game mode does is it accelerates the speed of video games running from a game console connected to a TV. There may be a slight degradation of quality. It's going to speed up the connection. However, there might be a slight degradation of quality because we're going to be turning off a lot of those image enhancing features that take up a lot of time for the signal to travel from your controller to your TV. Also, if you go back up to picture, select picture, and then go all the way down to the bottom, and then go to advanced settings, go ahead and turn dynamic contrast off, turn black tone off, and turn off any kind of enhanced lighting or dynamic color. So a lot of these settings in here, they're actually going to be adding more input lag. So make sure you go ahead and go through your options and turn a lot of those off. So any kind of like dynamic picture, dynamic color, dynamic lighting, dynamic contrast, black tones, turn those off, and that will help you get an even better, even quicker signal from your controller to your TV. Okay, so we went ahead and turned on game mode on our TV. But what if we could get an even quicker signal, a lower millisecond delay from our controller to our display? Well, you can, and that's by using a monitor. Let's switch over to my PC setup, and I'll show you a little bit more. Now, if you want to reduce your input lag even more, you're going to want to game on a monitor. And a lot of these monitors come with an HDMI output on the back, so you can directly plug in your Xbox One. And this is an Asus gaming monitor with a 1 millisecond delay. The people playing on larger screen, expensive $1,000 TVs, they're going to be frames behind me in terms of their movement because this is a lightning fast screen. And this monitor I have right here, this cost me about $299. The problem with gaming monitors is sometimes the quality of the image is a little bit lower than it should be. However, any kind of monitor that you actually do play on, like this other ViewSonic monitor, Even though it's not a gaming monitor, a monitor in general doesn't come with all those image enhancing features that a larger screen TV does, so it's going to be a lot quicker in terms of the input lag. So if you want to reduce your input lag even further than putting on game mode on your TV, go ahead and get yourself a monitor and just play on that. And you might need a desk that also, but I really enjoy playing on a monitor versus a TV just because of that competitive advantage, and that is what pros are doing right now too. They're playing on monitors versus TVs. And another thing is your controller. If you got your Xbox One controller and you're playing wirelessly, it's got a Bluetooth connection that's connected to your Xbox One. For an even quicker signal from your controller over to your display, you're going to want to connect with a wire. The pros are doing it because it's the quickest and most reliable connection. In addition to game mode on your TV, you can actually access game mode on some select devices on your Xbox One. On your home screen, go ahead and press the Xbox button, pop up the side menu, and then go to the right to the System tab, and then go down to Settings. And then scroll down to Display and Sound, and then go over to Video Output. Select that, and then go over to Video Modes. And under this section, you'll see it's grayed out, but it says Allow Auto Low Latency Mode. You'll actually be able to access game mode from your Xbox One. And anytime you start up a game mode will be activated. And your picture will still look very good when you're watching TV, Netflix, YouTube, but game mode will then turn on when you're playing a game, allowing you to get the best of both worlds. Good picture when you're watching your TV shows, and low latency when you're gaming. So check out game mode on your Xbox One. So if this video helped you to reduce your input lag on your Xbox One, go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. And check out more videos coming up next on YourSixStudios.